So that's how this song started, and it really wasn't easy to push it over the finish line, and that's what I want to talk about today, is finishing your songs. I want to talk to you about 5 strategies that you might be able to use, or at least I'd suggest you look at if you're having trouble finishing. If you're putting yourself out there, releasing material, I've got nothing but respect for you. If you're not quite there yet, maybe I've got a little inspiration or framework to help you get there. I want to start by saying this: professionals finish songs. I mean, how would you feel if you could finally start playing songs for people? Every song you do, especially in the beginning, isn't going to be the best thing you've ever released. The next thing should be better and better and better. I'm going to work on the song as we're talking about it. Oh, and if you think stuff like this is kind of cool, it would be awesome if you would hit that subscribe button. The first thing I want to tell you about is, it's all about what Yoda said. There is no try. You've just got to do it. You've got to start a song, and no matter what, finish it. You've got to get used to doing that. Now, of course, professionals get sometimes a certain way down the line and they toss it because they know the idea isn't just going to come to fruition. But if you're having trouble all the time, you're just not developing the skill. So it's a mindset thing. Set your mind to it and just decide you're going to finish. So piece number 1 is use a song form, use somebody else's song form. And if you don't know what a song form is, that's like putting the verse, then the pre-chorus, then the chorus, then what happens after that. And some people just kind of meander around, but if you look at songs that you like, probably like 90% of popular songs or more go verse, pre-chorus, chorus, verse, pre-chorus, chorus, and then a bridge, and then a breakdown, or something like that. Now, they're not all the same, but there are really common formulas. So if you don't know what to do, then take somebody else's song form and copy it. Because I assure you, it's not unique to that song. Well, okay, somebody message me, put something in the comments and show me a different one. I'm just curious to know. I'm sure you can prove me wrong. What's a song that doesn't have a common song form? Sometimes the chorus is in the beginning. The point is, use somebody else's framework and then you can see how they built the energy level. When did it go up? When did it go down? When did you get a break? When did you take a breath? When was the energy low? When did it build? And if you emulate that whole thing, it'll give you a roadmap. You don't have to copy the sounds they used or any of that, but it'll give you a framework. If you map that all out from the beginning, you know where the beginning and the end is. Now, tip 5 is going to be like the big game changer, and we'll get to that really soon. I promise you, I'm going to move fast. Tip 2 is the one that nobody thought about, and that is only listen when you're actually working on it or have an intention of working on it. It's best if you give it a break. So maybe don't put your headphones in and walk around listening to the song, because what happens is you get used to it. You get so used to it that you can't really hear it any other way. Give yourself the opportunity for a fresh listen. In our case, we were having trouble getting the chorus to flow and feel the right way. But we didn't really know that until we were in the context of the whole thing. So tip number 3 is listen to the entire thing and then start making adjustments as to where you feel like energy needs to go up and down. Don't micro everything, because it's hard to make stuff connect. A lot of producers that I know, as they're working on the song, they'll go back to the beginning just to see how all the flow is. Of course, we're working on like the last chorus, but they want to feel like what is the energy like when they get there. And a really good idea, listen to the whole thing, even make some notes, because it's all about the context. Sometimes you need small in order for something to sound big next. So listen to the whole. So we're on to 4. Once you've listened to the whole thing, assess which sections now need work. So we had an interesting transition thing coming out of... Here's the end of the guitar solo. Actually making that all connect with the guitar run at the end of that solo and getting the right drum fill, believe it or not, just getting that to flow just the right way was a bit of a challenge. So work on all those transitions next so that you can get one section to work from the other, and you'll also feel like you can assess what little small things need to change. And no matter if you're working on a high energy thing like this, a trap thing, or even a ballad, boring is your enemy. Your song has to be emotionally engaging and sonically interesting all the time. Okay, here's our intro. It's building, it's building. So we're working on keeping it sonically interesting and engaging, growing, getting smaller all the time. Layers are coming in, layers are coming out. You can judge for yourself whether or not we accomplish that, but that's the goal. 5, this is the last one and the one that I've been saving. And this is one where I think, despite your best intentions, you might not be getting this right. And that is, you're not cheating if you get people to work on it who are good at things that you're not good at. Double down on what you're good at. If you're good at writing top line, then do that and partner up with somebody who's good at programming the track or playing the guitar or working on the drums, and build a team around yourself. I talked to one guy and he was like, they wanted to produce a track and then have somebody else mix it. Success is a team sport. If you're not awesome at mixing, hire a mix engineer like me. I'm not saying hire me. Hire somebody like me to help you push it over the finish line. Hire a mastering engineer to really polish it off. If you need a piano in your song, find somebody, hire a piano player, go to gigs, find somebody who would be interested in doing it. So double down on your strength and find people who can be on your team that can get things to where they want to be. That's not cheating, that's smart. I'm just finishing off here. Let me make sure these big drums are happening. So I've got my toms here. I've got my room mics, my overheads. And then we've got a sample in there too, because we want it to sound kind of huge and tribal. Strings. So let me leave you with this. Decide you're going to finish. Success is a team sport. Go build your team. It's so fun to work that way. See you guys later.